Hi, my name's Leon Rowe, currency trader and trading coach at trading180.com, and welcome to this video on: is a pin bar candlestick a reversal candlestick, or is it profit taking? Now, when you are looking at trading any reversal candlestick, what you have to ask yourself is this a level, right? Or is this a formation, right, that is profit taking? Because what's not really explained clearly, right, from traders who teach this very basic strategy of, when you see a pin bar or any reversal candle at a level of support and resistance, this is where you have to buy, and this is where you should sell, right? If you want an extra edge, you can't do what everyone else does. There are things that are going on behind the scenes beyond the technical chart, and even if you're a technical trader, you should be aware of fundamentals and sentiment and what's going on, right? Because technicals are not the reasons why prices move, right? It's to do with value, and there are motives behind the reasons why the market moves, right? So, right, we had this on Friday. We had this nice pin bar, right, on Friday, and this is all anyone saw, right? And this was a level of resistance, and now this should turn into support, what is taught, right? Now, the average trader is just going to see that, not understand if this is profit taking or if this is an actual sign of a reversal, right? And how do we know if this is profit taking or if it's a sign of reversal? By looking at fundamentals, right, and sentiment. So Friday the 27th, which is this date here, right, April the 27th, that was Friday's date. What we had for the euro dollar, right? So we had euro Spanish CPI was below expected, right? GDP was as expected. But what we had was, for the dollar, we had advanced GDP, we had growth, right? We had employment costs positive, and we had revised UOM consumer sentiment as positive. So overall, the dollar was quite positive, right? So, and the euro was a bit negative, right, or neutral if you want to put a spin on it, right? So if you go back to the charts, why would anybody at the moment look to trade this, right? Why would you think that this is going to be a reversal candle? If anything, this is Friday. It's probably some profit taking going on into the weekend, right? And it's produced this pin bar candle, right? So there are really no fundamental drivers or sentiment drivers at the moment, that are really going to push this price higher. And that's not to say that profit taking candles don't work, right? Because you also have a buy the rumor, sell the fact, right, type of scenario where there could be some news coming in the next week. So what happens is that if prices are expected, or the news, is expected to be positive, then you could get some profit taking and buy the rumor, sell the facts, as far as traders positioning themselves for the positive news or expected positive news next week, right? But just getting back to, is this a profit taking candle? This was a profit taking pin bar candlestick. This was not a reversal candlestick. If, let's say, for example, this candlestick was produced and we went and looked at the day's close, and the dollar news was very negative and the euro news was positive, right, then I would say that would be a reversal candle, right? Because you have something behind it, right? And again, that's not to say that reversal candles are always going to work, right? But you've got probabilities on your side, right, from both technical traders and fundamental and sentiment traders who are looking to buy and sell, right? The moment you only have technical traders buying here, right, and placing their stop losses below this candlestick here, which was a take profit candlestick, and they're probably being stopped out. There's not too many traders that's going to put their stop losses, maybe 20-30 pips below this candlestick here, right? So even though, yes, you can look at it technically, a level of, support and resistance, which I trade supply and demand, by the way. All right, support and resistance zones are supply and demand zones that have been projected into the future. Right, I explained that in another video. This is really the area that I'm looking to buy. Right, so if prices do come down into here, right, and if I was a buyer of the euro, this is not financial advice, right, then I would be looking at buying at this zone, right? But again, you have to at least be aware of the fundamentals to understand why this is only a profit-taking candle or a reversal candle. Now, we also had a situation on the pound dollar, right? A few weeks back. So prices had come up into the top end of our supply zone, right? And this was the April the 17th. So let's go to the 17th on Forex Factory, all right? Sorry, one sec. Here we go. All right, so 17th. What happened on this day, right, to produce this this type of bearish candlestick formation? So 17th, we had for the pound, we had average hourly earnings, right, which was an important sorry about that which was an important reading, right, economic indicator. And we went, they were expecting the forecast, right, which is the middle forecast, was expected at where are we again, right, 3, right, but we ended up going below the expected target, right? So, or expected forecast. So what do you think is going to happen here, right? So this reversal candlestick here, right, is now a sign of it is not a profit-taking candle, right? It's more of a reversal candlestick because there's a fundamental driver behind that. And the reason why that was important fundamentally was because the Bank of England are expecting to raise interest rates. So they need anything that is inflationary, any inflationary readings like average hourly earnings, like CPI to go higher, because they can't raise interest rates if inflation isn't going up. So this now was more of a reversal candlestick. Again, does that mean that this won't work? Of course, it's probabilities, but you've got the probabilities on your side because you've got not only technical traders looking at this, but you've also got fundamental traders looking at this this formation as well. And then we just so happened to have what's it called, the next day, which was the CPI reading, and it was below the expected value, right? And this basically pushed the market all the way down and further down, right? So again, we had this kind of pin bar here yesterday, right? What was that? Was that a reversal candlestick, or was that a profit-taking candlestick, right? Where are we now? So that was Monday, Tuesday, right? So you had dollar, nothing major for the dollar, and really nothing for the pound. So again, if you were looking to trade that pin bar, why are you trading that pin bar, right? That purely that wick there, that candlestick wick there, obviously looked like some sort of profit taking. So that will keep you out of trades, hopefully, right? And it will make you really just evaluate and take higher probability trades, because we need to understand the motives. We need to understand why traders are buying and selling. It's not just, okay, this is a level of support and resistance, Anyone can learn that. That's not an edge, right? This is the reason why traders are losing. 90% of traders lose 90% of their capital in 90 days. Anyone can learn this support and resistance strategy, right? And again, if you want to know more about supply and demand, right, and the reasons why I trade supply and demand, there's links in the description box below. So hopefully that helps. By the way, we have FOMC on Wednesday. Tomorrow, the 2nd, yeah, FOMC at 7 o'clock, British time. So just be careful out there when it comes to putting on any types of dollar trades or anything like that, even euro trades as well. Just wait for the news to potentially come out, and then reevaluate what the FOMC, the Fed, is saying about monetary policy, or said about monetary policy, and what they're looking to do. Right. So hope that helps. Email me at info@trading180.com if you want to ask any questions, or leave a comment in the script in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe and like if you like. If you don't like, you can dislike as well, but also say why you dislike. There's no point in giving criticism or not liking something. Be constructive, right? And hopefully we can I can explain a bit more in the comment section as well. So take care, and until the next video. So if you'd like to receive the best supply and demand Forex levels absolutely free, click on the link in the description box below, enter your email address, and we'll send you the levels that we have just analyzed in this video. You'll get all of the major Forex currency pairs, and you'll get regular updates and never miss a Forex trading opportunity.